Number 3, Andrew Little.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. My question is to the Prime Minister. Does he have confidence in all his ministers?
The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Mr Speaker, yes.
Supplementary question, Andrew Little.
How can he have confidence in the Minister of Finance, who had final authority over the unaffordable fit-out of the Health Ministry and failed to even check the Ministry's balance sheet?
The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Confidence in the Minister of Finance. I mean, this is the Minister of Finance that's seen strong economic growth, seen the books return to surplus, seen New Zealand growing and performing strongly on the world stage, Mr Speaker.
Supplementary question. Order. Supplementary question, Andrew Little.
Mr Speaker, how can he have confidence in the Minister of Health when he covered up a, quotes, serious failure of financial management within the ministry, end quotes, including keeping the Auditor-General in the dark, doing his best not to leave any paper trail, and hiding the cost from the public eye behind now a commercial lease?
The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Mr Speaker, I just utterly refute the assertions made by the member.
It's all documented. Supplementary.
Order. Order. Supplementary question, Andrew Little.
What reports, if any, has he received from the State Services Commission on the cover-up in the Ministry of Health after Treasury called the Commission in to investigate?
The Right Honourable Prime
Speaker,
Minister.
I utterly refute the assertion the member's making.
Supplementary.
Order. Supplementary question, Andrew Little.
How can he have confidence in the Minister for Economic Development, who has made such a hash of the MB amalgamation that his own staff have been underpaid for years?
Order. 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 The question's been asked and will now be answered. Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Well, Mr Speaker, as I noted to the House last week, not only do I have tremendous confidence in the Minister of Economic Development, I'm very proud of the achievements that he's achieved. Just last week we saw the export numbers for New Zealand be positive by $1.9 billion despite the downturn in dairy. We're seeing growth right across the regions for New Zealand. Mr Speaker, I accept that it's been a bit hard for some government departments to actually follow the rules set by Labor in the Holidays Act, but then actually members of the Labor caucus find it hard to follow the rules.
Order. I don't think where the answer's heading is going to help. Order. Supplementary question, Andrew Little.
Just what kind of shambolic government is he running when public servants aren't paid what they're owed and the Ministry of Health manages to hoodwink the entire cabinet into believing it had $24 million that didn't exist?
Yeah, exactly.
The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Mr Speaker, 1 minute ago he was trying to say it was the Minister's fault. Now he's trying to say it's the Ministry of Health's fault. Mr Speaker, my understanding is that the issue's been dealt with. There have been some personal changes.
Supplementary.
Supplementary question, Andrew Little.
With underfunding of health already running at $1.7 billion, just how is he going to pay for the latest bout of ministerial incompetence that's now costing taxpayers at least $1 million a year extra and a rack rent for the Ministry of Health?
Yes.
The Right Honourable Prime
Well,
Minister.
Mr Speaker, firstly, the members are utterly wrong again about health, which funding is up over $4 billion in time that we've been in government. But I would point that the amount that's been paid in relation to the lease for the fit-out of Ministry of Health actually comes out of their departmental expenses, which I will point out has been reduced from $230 million when we first became the government to $190 million. The personnel costs are reduced from 1,500 people to 1,100 people, Mr Speaker. So as we can see, we are running the department at a $40 million a year annual expenditure less.
Order. Question,